Hello, class 7. This is your chapter number 7 in your literature book, and the title is Donating Human Organs is Supreme Sharing. There are only two chapters for your Unit S2 course, and this is the first chapter that you have for your Unit S2 course. Alright, so by the title, you can understand that donating human organs is supreme, means the greatest sharing you can do in your life, as you are giving someone another chance to live. So, by this, you can understand this is a supreme sharing, the greatest sharing you can do in your life. And what is the meaning of donating? Donating is a gift for charity, humanitarian aid, or to benefit a cause. All right. So, by the title, we can understand what we are going to do or read in this chapter. Now, let's quickly start reading this chapter. Organ transplantation is a very successful treatment for those who suffer from organ failure. Organ donation can save many lives. So, it is rightly said that donating organs is supreme sharing. Let us find more about it. What is said here that organ transplantation, what is the meaning of transplantation? Means with the help of operation, organs or tissues is transferred from one body to another body. And this is a very successful treatment for those who suffer from organ failure, means for those whose some organs are not working properly or they have failed working. So for them, this is a very successful treatment. And as the science has evolved so much, now this is a very successful, like it gives a very positive results now. Organ donation has saved many lives till now, as you know that people get another chance to live. So it has saved many lives, and that is why it is rightly said that donating human organs is a greatest supreme sharing that you can do ever in your life. All right, now let's see what is organ donation. Organ donation is the donation of various organs of the human body from a living or a dead person to a living person in need of a transplant. It is believed that the organs from one donor can save as many as 50 lives. Now, what is defined here? It's what is organ donation? What is that? So, donation of various organs of human body, and it can be done from a living or even from a dead person to a living person, though, and that living person who needs a transplant. And I told you what is transplant. That is through operation transferring a body organ from one person to another person. That is that is called transplant. And I told you that organs can be donated from a living or from a dead person. See, suppose you know that you are about to die. So you will donate your eyes. You'll say, I'm going to die. I just want my eyes to be donated. You can do that. You can donate your eyes as well. And when you are living, you can also donate your kidney. There's a kidney transplant that can happen there. All right. And it is rightly said, or it is believed that the organs from one donor, who is a donor, the one who donates the organ, so that one donor can save as many as 50 lives. You know, one person can donate many things, even when that person is living or that person is dead. See, why it is being said that one donor can save as many as 50 lives? You know, if all the organs are working properly, you can donate them, and even when you are living, you can donate blood. So in this way, you can save so many lives. So when you are at a proper age, and when everything is working properly, you should donate, at least donate blood. Okay, now let's see further. Most organs and biological tissues of the human body are donated after the donor has died or has been declared technically dead. What does this mean? That most of the organs or biological tissues of any human being are donated after the donor is dead, or either that person is technically dead. Technically dead means his brain has stopped working, or we know that he's about to die. So from that person, basically the organs are being donated. All right. However, some organs and some of these tissues can be donated while the donor is still alive, as it happens in case of kidney transplantation or eye transplantation, without the slightest harm to the donor. Age is no bar for making these organs donation. People of all ages can donate their organs as per their wish. Here it is being said that some organs and some tissues are also donated when the donor is still alive, and um, not a slightest harm happens to the donor, means he or she still lives his life in a very proper way. So it's not like that when you're donating something you'll you'll have some harm in your body, something like that. No, it's not like that. And age is no bar. Like, it's not like when you are only 30, 35, only then you can donate your organs, and when you are at 40, 45 age, then you can't donate all your organs. It's not like that. So age is no bar for making any of these organ donation, and people of any age, like all age, can donate their organs as per their wish. If they are wishing, then they can donate their organs, and that can happen even when you are around 50, 60. It's up to your wish. Okay, so there is no bar. Age is no bar that you can donate your organs or not. Understood? Now let's see here. Organs Organ donation is one of the greatest boons of modern science. In the past, when surgery was not developed, no one could think of this kind of donation. See, science has evolved so much, and you can find so many advantages now of this modern science. So one of the advantage that we get from this modern science is this organ donation. You know how many lives can be saved by this organ donation. So this is the greatest advantage, you can say, of this modern science that we have these days. And when in the past, when surgery was not developed so much, nobody could think that this kind of donation is possible or not. But now every good hospital, fully equipped to meet any of these emergency arising in delicate operations, can boost of providing this organ transplantation facility. Now, because the science has evolved so much, all the equipments are evolved, the technology is there. So now all the maximum all the hospitals are fully equipped. Like, they have all the equipments needed for this operation, and for organ donation they have all the facilities available. You can find them. If you need it, they can help you out with that. Of course it costs a lot, but they have everything possible in max to max hospitals. All right. Now, see, organ donation is a highly rewarding act to both the donor and the recipient. It gratifies the donor to make him or her think that they have saved lives of their near and dear ones, and the recipient to think they will once again be in a position to lead a normal life like other able bodied persons. So this organ donation, by title we have understood that it is the greatest sharing that you can ever do in your life. It's like something, like you offer prayer. It is something more like that. And this organ donation is highly rewarding, like for both donor and the recipient. See, by donor you can understand how, because donor, he or she feels so satisfied that because of his donation he or she is able to save the lives of the near or the dear ones. This is the satisfaction that the donor gets. And what a recipient gets, Recipient is who? Recipients are the one who receives that organ. Okay, so the recipient think that he or she will now be able to lead a normal life again because that organ failed in his body. So because of that donation, now that person is able to live a normal life. So it's highly rewarding for both the donor and the receiver. Are you all getting it? All right, let's see next. According to certain religions of the world, organ donation is like a continuous charity. For example, if a blind person receives another person's eye to be able to see, it is like a continuous charity. It is continuous charity because even after the donor's death, the benefit of donation of his or her eye continues to be received by another person. In Islam, it is called Sadaqah Jariyah, which is highly rewardable act on the part of the donor. So, see, organ donation, we can understand this as highly rewardable act. But in certain religions, it is called continuous charity. Why it is continuous charity? For example, if suppose a blind person receives your eye, so, because of your donation, because of your charity, he can continuously now see the word because of you. All right. So, this is your continuous charity that you have done before you died. So, after even the donor is dead, the benefit of that donation is received by another person. So that is why it is called continuous charity. Because of your this charity, because of your this organ donation, that person is able to see again, and for this will remain your continuous charity. All right. And in Islam it is called Sadaqah Jariyah, which is a highly rewardable act on the part of the donor. Means he's highly rewarded by God when you whoever is the donor, the one who donates it. So the donor, uh, uh, in Islam it's called Sadaqah Jariyah, which is highly rewardable act. All right. Now see, when you donate any organ of your body while living or after death, you show the greatest sympathy to the recipient of that organ. In this way, organ donation promotes compassion for others and a noble human spirit in society. Organ donation signifies that donor is desirous of extending his or her spirit of service to others even after his or her death. See what is said in this paragraph, that when you donate any organ of your body when you are living or even after you die, you show your greatest sympathy to the one who receives it. Can you imagine a blind person, how his life would have been? And after that person receives the eye donated by you, how his life will change. So you can understand, you can feel the sympathy. That's the greatest sympathy you can do on the recipient person or the receiver. And it will give you satisfaction that okay, even if I die, I will help someone to see this word again. Okay, that is why it is called a supreme sharing, the greatest sharing you can do in your life. So, in this way, if everyone starts donating their organs, can you imagine? See, there are many people who suffer organ failure, and because they couldn't receive any organ, they die. But if this is promoted, this organ donation is promoted uh, by everyone, and everyone feels that okay, donation of organ is very important, then the people who are suffering from organ failure, they'll receive organs, and they'll be saved. And of course, this is a noble deed that you can do for your society. So that is why promoting this donation of organs should be there, and we should feel that it is a moral duty. It should be a duty to donate organs, as it can give life another life, another normal life to one uh, who's not leading a normal life even after you die. Okay, now see here. When you donate your body organs or biological tissues, you lose nothing. On the contrary, you make the recipient so happy and grateful to you that their happiness can be compared with the happiness on being blessed with millions and billions of dollars and tons of gold and diamond. Alright, what is said here in this paragraph, that when you donate your body organs or any biological tissue, you lose nothing. See, I told you that there is no harm done to you. But on the contrary, what happens, that see, you are losing nothing, and you are making the recipient so happy, that happiness is compared with the happiness you feel when you get millions and billions of money and tons of golds and diamond. So that happiness is compared with you getting so much money and gold and diamond. So you can understand how happy the recipient becomes after receiving organs. That is why organ donation should be promoted on a global level now. Are you all getting it? All right. Organ donation is not merely a donation, but it is a kind of sharing what God has given us, each of us, for free with those who are not as fortunate as we are. So, every human organ being a free gift of nature, organ donation is like a divine donation. See what is said here in this paragraph, that this organ donation is not merely, or it's not simply a donation, it's actually a kind of sharing in which, see, you are blessed with hands, legs, and all the body parts. It is being given to you by God, and that is for free. There are some people who are not as fortunate as we all are. So if we gift this organ to them, then this organ donation is called a divine donation, something that is godly. Are you all getting it? That organ donation is not just, it's not just merely a donation. You have to understand this, that donating your organs and giving it to someone whose organ is not working is a very divine deed. All right, now see here. Some people may argue that organ donation is disfigurement of the human body and such should not be allowed. Disfigurement means that you are, see, if you are giving something, then it's going to change your body. It will be spoiled, and see, some people think like that, that organ donation should not be allowed, as this is something that you should not do. Okay, in this connection, it is worth remembering that disfigurement always involves some kind of ill intention on the part of the person who causes it, and as such, it is always unlawful. But organ donation does not have any such bad intention on the part of body person, part of the person involved in it. See what is said here, that some people, they just argue that organ donation should not be done. It is unlawful. You should not do it, because it will just spoil your body. See, after death also, if suppose you die and you are donating something, so of course they will do some post-mortem sort of things, and then they are going to take it out, so it will disfigure your body. But one thing we should remember, we died. Our body part will just either get buried or burned along with us. So it's better that we donate it, and let it be with someone who needs it. We should understand this, that there is no bad intention behind donation of body organs. We need to understand this. This is not unlawful. This is actually something that is very divine. All right. Then see here, rather they both equally share the efficacy of giving and receiving of the nature of gift. Organ donation is purely an act of good intention on the part of donor. It is carried out with a noble intention for the benefit of fellows. So treating organ donation as part with disfigurement of the body should be a big mistake and most unfair to the cause of universal brotherhood. It is high time we have positive thinking on the subject of organ donation to make this world a place of love, compassion, and cooperation, removing hatred and competition at every step in life. See, Now we should understand that for donor and the receiver, see, we should not think this way that organ donation is going to cause disfigurement to your body. We should understand that it gives donor a feeling of satisfaction, and for receiver it's like a biggest gift that person can receive. We should think in this way, and the donor is doing something that is very noble. It's a noble deed. So treating this organ donation that it is going to cause disfigurement to a human body is a very big mistake. We should now think in a positive way that this subject of organ donation is going to make this world a place of love, compassion, and cooperation, and it is going to remove hatred among all of us. So now it's high time that we should understand and realize that organ donation is a noble deed, it's a divine deed. There is nothing disfigurement, and the one who promotes this negativity or hatred for this organ donation is wrong person. Because you can understand, the person who needs any organ and you are gifting that person that organ, how how happy that person, how happy that receiver will become, and that happiness you cannot even compare with anything. And that happiness is going to make you feel satisfied, and it will, it is a divine deed. It is going to um, let you get more closer to godliness. All right, so you need to understand this. So this finishes our this chapter. It's a very short chapter with a very nice, very good message, nice moral that organ donation should be promoted now. All right, so this finishes our chapter. Sorry for that. Let's see the tick the correct options, and question and answers I'll give you in written form. People of any age can donate their organ according to their wish. I told you that any age is no bar. Then second, organ donation is one of the greatest boons of modern science. C option. Third, according to some religions of the world, organ donation is like continuous charity. It's a continuous charity that you do even after you are dead. All right. This finishes this chapter. We'll meet in the next video. Bye and take care.